Hey everyone, this is Pilot22 and welcome back to another episode of my game collection. It's been a while since the last one, and to be honest, I actually tried to record one in between with my Wii games, and turns out I was like 15, 20 minutes into the video, and I was actually using another camera. I finished it, and then found out the recording is actually way bad quality, so it turned out to be crap. So I'm actually using my iPhone again, and I'll probably have to split this up into a couple episodes because I got a lot of games and not much memory. So, with all that out of the way, let's get started, shall we? Now, these games are in no particular order. I just kind of grabbed them all myself, and again, just like before, I'll give you kind of a brief information about my experience in the game and all that. So here we go. First one here, Ni no Kuni, The Wrath of the White Witch. Apparently this is one of the most critically acclaimed games on the PS3. I played it. It's got a really interesting anime art style. It's produced with the Studio Ghibli, I think, and the level 5 there you see, and Bandai Namco. I couldn't get into it myself. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I can see the value of it, and I can see that's one of the best recognized RPGs, just not my style. But yeah, the animation's amazing. The story is okay. It's got a child protagonist, so that's not my thing. But still, it's pretty cool. Next one, might as well get this one out of the way right off the bat. The Last of Us. Now I can kind of tell by where I got it. It was a used version, and still pay a pretty good price for it. I got it at my local GameStop or EB Games, I think, up here in Canada. Anyway, it is definitely worth the money. I got this one, obviously, and I also think I also got the PS4 version too. I'll get to my PS4 games eventually. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite games in a long time. It makes my top 10 list of best games ever. Like, the story is awesome, the controls are awesome, just the way the art style is done. The first opening scene, literally, I don't cry much in games, but darn, that was pretty shocking how they did that. So yeah, it's a real good game. I highly recommend picking it up if you haven't already. PS3 version or PS4 version are the ones can't go wrong. Here's another one, Beyond Two Souls. Yeah, this one's kind of a hit and miss on people's opinions. To me, it's a hit. I beat the game. It's really cool. It stars Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe, the two pretty big name actors. And she plays a little kid going up through different stages of her life. And you get like little ghosts. His name is Aiden, I believe it is. And you can actually control different things. And depending on how you play it, you can kind of be a real total, well, think about like a total dick, or it can be actually a really nice person and try and help save people. And yeah, pretty good game actually. Graphically, it's pretty nice, so yeah, I can't complain. Next one here. Here we go. South Park: Stick of Truth. I got this game probably in the first week it actually came out. Yes, it's one of the rare ones I actually go for launch. And oh man, awesome game. I'm not 100% a big fan of the South Park TV series, I'll be honest. So I didn't get all the references, but all the stuff I did get, oh man, I was laughing my ass off so friggin' much in this game. Oh man, it's a traditional RPG. It definitely go all around South Park. You gotta get alien probing. Yes, there's that in here too. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen this, definitely check it out. Definitely mature rated though, so keep that in mind. There's kids around watching you. This one here, The Fight: Lights Out. Honestly, I haven't played this game once. The reason why I got it is because one of my local game stores, they were going out of business, and this game was like picked up for cheap, like $2 or something. So yeah, it's pretty much a pickup when I was going out of business sale. Not much I can say about it because I haven't played it. This one here, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. Obviously here, you can see it was $10, but I got it for cheaper because it was also part of the sale. We can buy a game and get like one of like $2 or something like that. So yeah, I haven't really played it, so I can't give an opinion on it. Next one here, NHL 10, and I'll throw this one here as well. And NHL 09. Yeah, again, all part of the big fire sale, the one store. I played the NHL series over the years, and I got NHL 14, the digital download on my PS3. I'll show the downloads eventually too. Like I'll probably another episode. I'll put up my PS3 and show what I got. Maybe I can screen cap. I'm not sure how I'll do that yet. Anyway, there's NHL 10, NHL 9. What else can I say? Basically, there's roster updates between the two. But yeah, they control great. Graphically, they're decent enough in the PS3. Not much else I can say about those. There we go. One of my more recent pickups, Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster. These are probably one of the two favorite games I played back in the original old school PS2 days. And they really upped the graphics, and I mean really, on the PS3. Definitely, I think in some places it shows its age, being over 10 plus years old. But it's really a good game. If you're an RPG fan of any kind, you owe it to yourself to pick up this game. First Final Fantasy with voice acting. It's really, well, honestly, kick-ass game. Legends of WrestleMania. I think I mentioned before, obviously my other PS2 video, that I'm a pretty big wrestling fan, so I got a lot of wrestling games on the PS3 as well. Obviously here it shows a little Legends. It mixes a little old and new. We got right on the screen looking at Andre, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, and all the Jimmy Harts and everyone else in there too. It's a good game. Standard fighter, standard wrestler, though the controls are a little bit different to compare to the regular SmackDown versus Raw series. So that was a bit of a knock against it. But still, it's a pretty decent game for what it is. Yeah, there's probably a wrestling ones here, I guess. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, featuring ECW. Not much I can say. I think that it's pretty decent for what it is. The usual matches and all those stuff. Although I think this is where it may start to go downhill a bit. Like, you can't have the women fight in certain matches. And they kind of went more PG with these more recent SmackDown games. I'll just kind of throw all these together, I guess. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, SmackDown vs. Raw 08, SmackDown vs. Raw 09. Again, not much I can say about these games. They're all pretty much the same thing. Good games. I like wrestling. I usually get the ones every year. I have opinions on the newest one, the 2K15, because I got mine on the PS4. Honestly, a publisher got mine on the PS3, to be perfectly honest. But it's still a good game. Obviously, it's the new attempt at the 2K at their version of the game. They got a lot of things to work on. Let's just say that. Here we go. Next one here. Saints Row 4. Oh man, this is actually... I got Saints Row 3, I think. I bought it from a friend, I think if I recall correctly. But this is the first Saints Row game I actually own on my own. And it's freaking hilarious. It's no holds back. No holding back at this point. No holds barred. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of really, let's say, just say explicit weapons. Yeah, it's really comically funny. It's got good dialogue in the game. Some of the missions are really hard for me. I think there's like a UFO mission or a plane mission that I have a really hard time controlling. But everything else is pretty fun. All the different weapons you can have, all the puzzles are pretty cool too. So yeah, it's a good game if you can pick it up. They just released like an Ultimate Edition on the PS4 now too. If you can find it, it's a good pickup, I think, too. Alright, here is the original Rock Band. Yes, I actually got the original Rock Band. I actually have the drum set, the guitar, and I even bought a third-party mic stand at this point. So yeah, back in the day, I think this is like one of the first games I got from my original PS3. I'm on my second PS3 now, just want to let you know that too. because my first one burned out. Yeah, I kind of left it running one too many times and it wouldn't boot up anymore. I was thankful I was able to save the hard drive because I was able to take it out and all that, so I was thankful for that. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of the DLC. It's a good, perfect party game if you got a couple people with you. Not so much a single player game, although it's fun for playing a song, hear a song now and then. Here we got Mod Nation Racers. Yeah, it's basically Sony's attempt at a Mario Kart game. Although you got level creation, different things in there. That aspect of it is pretty cool, but the levels themselves, it can't hold the Mario Kart, I'm sorry to say. Mario Kart is better, just in my opinion, in most every regard. Like, the low times in this game suck. I think it actually froze several times on my PS3. Like, it actually glitched, had to reboot the entire system to play it again. So yeah, but it's a good game if you can get it to work, and just be prepared for long load times. Here we got the Dead or Alive 5. I'm not sure if you can see, it's way up there. I actually got the Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate Package. It's right below the gold box there. And yeah, it's like the Ultimate Edition Dead or Alive 5. Although this was back in the day, since now they've released like the last edition, a whole bunch of different versions. I have not got into it lately, all those different versions. I can't believe like all the costume packs. Holy God, that's insane. They're really milking this franchise to death. But the game itself is a good fighter. It's a really awesome game for that reason. But definitely it's overkill the way they're doing it nowadays, to be perfectly honest. We got here, You Don't Know Jack, trivia game. I like this game. I'm a big sucker for trivia games. It's really fun. I played back in the original PS1 days. It was on that system. Quick story is I actually played it like back in high school. One of my teachers, he actually brought it into his class. It was like a small class, didn't have anything to do that day. So he actually brought in his computer. We hooked up to a projector, and we actually played the game on the whiteboard. You Don't Know Jack, and that was pretty hilarious for high school at the time. So yeah, I got some good memories of that franchise. Sports Champions. I actually had some pretty decent fun with this game. The motion sensing actually worked pretty decently for the PS3 with PlayStation Move. Sony really dropped the ball on utilizing the PlayStation moves for the PS3. Even the PS4, the PlayStation Eye, it's cool. It's got some really neat properties, but definitely really need to take advantage of them. I guess developers don't know how to use it really. But yeah, it's got some good games like archery, volleyball, the standard stuff. So it's pretty cool for that. Here's another trivia game, Seen It. That pretty much is the movie edition, a whole bunch of movie clips and all that stuff. Again, along the same lines as the You Don't Know Jack. I'm a sucker for those stuff. Here we got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Definitely, it's a really good game. It's a 3-on-3 fighter. Pick all bunch of characters from Marvel and Capcom franchises. I was upset that they didn't put the Ken character in there. Let's just say that, because I like playing as Ken in any Street Fighter game. But aside from that, you got the Hawkeye, you got the Ryu there, a whole bunch of different characters, Wolverine, Captain America, all those, Chun-Li, and it's a pretty cool, sweet game. Heavy Rain. The same company that made the Beyond Two Souls. This is the first one. And I beat this game too. You can play four different characters from their own different perspectives. And depending on how you choose to play, it can actually, they can all survive or they can all die, depending on how you play the game. So it's one of those multi-choice games. Not a quick time events. You got to control if they can escape a room or different things. Definitely earns its mature rating. One thing I think they could probably do better on is the voice acting, because they try to put on American accents and they're not too good at it. Let's just say that. Like, don't hide it. Like, if you could be European, just don't hide it. Just go with it. And these last two for this video, and I'll make more videos later. Right now, these are my Street Fighter games. I actually got all the updates from the Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, and they got the Ultra editions, all those, and the downloadables. It's a good game. These are good games. I think they're worthy additions to the franchise. Took me a little bit to get used to the super steroid characters, but if you get past that, they're pretty good graphically. They try to balance all the characters through the patches and all that. I'm not one for online tournaments or playing online in general. I just play by myself with my friends. But yeah, I think I'm pretty good at these games. I can handle myself on the hard difficulties and all that pretty easily. So yeah, that's my first video here for my PS3 games. Next video, I'm going to continue with my PS3 games. I'll probably maybe milk one or maybe 2 more videos out of this game. There's like a whole bunch more to show. So with that, this is Father 22 saying thanks for watching. You guys have a good day and see you next time. And I'll probably upload a Final Fantasy VI video again later today too. Alright, thanks a lot. Bye.